Hello, everybody, and welcome to Somebody's Heroes. We are back with the Ravencourt. I'm Eric, the Dungeon Master.
I'm Jonny. I play Solarian.
I'm Justin. I play Link.
And I'm Yuri as Morwen Sanature.
I'm Sean. I play Sylvain. I'm here.
All right, so my name is Northwolf 911. I am the executive producer, also CEO of Twisted Fates Productions, and I am here playing the man, the myth, the legend himself, Vaelith.
Hello, I am Kate, also known as Kate the Great Cosplays, and the producer for Don't Kill My Character, and I am playing Guardian Miasyn, just the most lovely winter Eladrin elder brain you've ever met.
Haha! Full party of here. All right. Solarian, you are wandering around the academic district because as you've been flying around the city, you've noticed a couple of vampiric pings that have been going off, a couple of undeads, and they are not attached to your bloodline, so you know it's not Cass. You've already met with her, but there is you feel like you catch a Vaelith ping here and there, because you still recognize kind of what his energies feel like, but there's another one that you're kind of trying to track down, but you can't quite pinpoint exactly where they are. So you're just walking through the streets of the academic district where you got the most recent ping in the city of Taliva, when Sylvain is coming down the street the opposite direction.
Oh,
Hello.
can I help you?
Well, you didn't seem that all concerned about making sure the city didn't fall, so I figured I would look around and see how you could prevent it if one wanted to, but why would one want to?
I'll save them, don't worry. I've made this silly promise. But right now I'm actually looking for other child heirs that are showing up. Not under me, not under Vaelith. Someone else. You wouldn't happen to know anything of this, would you?
I make a history check?
Sure,
Cool.
go right ahead. You've been around in
we
the
get
material plane long enough.
Get advantage on this and I get a plus 13. 33.
Yeah, so maybe...
If that's not high enough, I can cast guidance on myself.
No, it's high enough. It's high enough. You do remember that one of the council members, it was a vampire, whether or not but this was a couple hundred years ago. So if they are still alive, they are probably still on the council, but you haven't checked who's in charge of Taliva because they don't matter. You got the memo, you got the information. Because of your time as Gemini, you did find who it was and you got a bunch of record, but you never kept up with it because you realized you were closing in on your end game. But that is what you learned, and they are maybe half your age. 500 years total.
Well,
Okay.
don't know if they're still around or not, but somewhere in this city, the little elected people, one of them was one of you. And I'm sure manipulated their way onto the spot, but they were there a couple hundred years ago. Could be there now. If not, probably hiding somewhere, but could be that.
Well then, I guess I will look into the council. What brings you to Taliva then? Did you find anything about the fall that might happen, or the weird battery electricity thing, magic that's happening here? Did you find anything?
Nothing I would consider of note. Stuff that an average mage should have been able to take care of by themselves. So the fact that they're not taking care of it proves that this academic and magic districts you all claim are mere shams in comparison to what people can actually do when they dedicate their time.
To be honest, I'm not very fond of the academics and the magic district of this town either. I'm merely looking over the technology company, the Tau Tech. But
Surprised you haven't disinherited that yet, honestly.
it gives me a reason and access to Tau-Leva whenever I need someone. Though, I have to admit, I haven't needed someone in quite a while now.
Well, anyway.
Oh! The person that you were looking for. The one that we spoke of a couple days ago.
Yes.
I found them.
Oh.
I found them in their house. And I'll describe exactly where this house is and just say, I assume that they are probably there now.
Do they seem invasive, destructive, problematic?
No. Not at all.
Good. I feel a small pity for them. Someone so useless time itself forgot them. And yet now it falls to us to remove them. But before we do that, you should know, you already know Miasyn's been running around telling everyone, I'm leaving soon. Sooner than I believe people intended, and I do think you had promised me a certain fix before heading out.
Yes, of course. Well, perhaps not here. Yeah, come with me. And we'll teleport over to Tau Tech into the office. And I will open up my desk where I have a bag of powdered silver waiting because this was always something he was going to do. Well, you're leaving so soon, but as I promised, and he's going to take this and begin sprinkling it around where you stand, putting it onto you and casting ceremony. And he is going to do the, it would be, not coming of age, no, not dedication.
Atonement?
No.
Atonement?
The atonement.
Yeah.
I skipped over that one completely. Whole bunch of text. Yeah, gonna do the atonement. And we're gonna have to do this insight check.
Oh.
DC 20? Alright. Oh, easy. Okay, that's a... Let's see. Yeah, okay, that's a 23. So
okay.
We are good. So,
nice.
After doing this check, I am restoring you to your original alignment.
So I think you would see, especially the last time when he talked with you and Link, that darkness had very much crept into his eyes, and also he just had like a halo of dark around him, like was shedding no light and just kind of eating off of it. And as you do that, it kind of like melts out into like a teardrop of like liquid darkness, and it's the rest, like his eyes just go back to their standard thing, except are glittering gold, and the halo of light around him is just white. Not good, not bad, purely neutral. Thank you. And if you ever need help from your sister finding her, that offer still stands. Have this. And he'll hand you that crystal that fell out of him. If you ever need something vile, I think you'll have more fun with it than I will.
I will. Thank you. Truly. Ever since I was part of this council, you've been the one that I've looked up to the most.
I appreciate that. I admire how good you are at upholding your ideal. As corrupted as it may be, finding people that stand for nothing and putting them on the court is an issue people seem to be doing. But you always knew what you stood for. And that's not something the others can say.
Well,
not that I imagine you're going to lead it in the best way. I imagine you're fully going to manipulate it for whatever whims you have, but...
I will at least have some people that have opinions and values.
Good.
I will continue your legacy.
Just try to make sure I'm not called in to stop you. It would be rather annoying. Did the others tell you why I'm leaving?
No. And I, to be honest, haven't thought to ask because, well, this seemed more secretive than the rest of the things that you do.
Someone's to know. At least let it be the person that respected me. I'm going back to my family. Simple as that. It's been... And you would see, like, him looking down and just losing himself in, like, the loop of time that it has been before looking back up. Far too long since we were united. And in that life, I wasn't strong enough to stop the end from coming. That's not the same anymore. And he'll never find death again. And if anyone tries, well... When I brought him back, whether it was me or my brother, nobody can say. He thinks it's me, but I don't think I have that in me. He knows how to fight back now. And he's a good man. And if I have to come in to fix a problem, he's coming with. And you don't want somebody of his caliber, or mine, but especially not his, thinking you're the enemy, Solarian. So with those opinions, make sure they're ones that will balance yours out as well, and not just yes men.
I'll do my best. I'm happy that you can see your family again.
The offer stands if I ever can get you back yours. It's a rude thing to have innocence stolen because of the whims of others.
Yes.
That's why I have so many pacts. Not that anyone ever noticed, but if you ever are walking around and see just a bunch of little warlocks, know that each one of them was saved in their moment of death. They are not granted anything additional other than the life that was deemed for them before someone struck them down. But they're people that got to live, and they otherwise wouldn't.
I think that's something that you and I share. Even now, there are hundreds of people that otherwise would have been dead had I not saved them.
Not to judge, but are they not dead anyway?
Well, do I look dead to you?
At times. But I think the biggest difference is mine will all die when time is ordained. You can't say the same for yours.
Well, I can kill them whenever I please, so...
But that's you
I guess...
ordained, Solarian. That's you.
Sure, I'm not time. I am just but a god. No one
You should have attended some of my talks with Morwen about the dangers of godhood. It means nothing if you don't know how to do it. And over time you'll lose yourself to whoever people want you to be. Hold on to who you are, because once people start worshipping you, you're whoever they want. And if you don't have something to hold you to you, you'll be nothing more than the whims of passers-by. I can't imagine a mind like yours being corrupted by those below us.
Never. No. No, I very much like the way that I live now. I don't think that I will be changing for anyone anytime soon.
Find something to hold on to. Hold on hard.
Yes. And he just, goes silent. You can tell that he's thinking about whatever that might be in this case, because there's not much anymore.
And I imagine a 23 passive insight, he'd pick up on that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. You can tell that he's taking what you're saying for sure to heart, and he is trying to self-justify the actions he's taken. Well, if you need anyone to help you with the time nuisance, I am available now. All I need to do is go to the council and see if this person is still there.
I will take you up on the offer if needed. If she's not an issue, no harm in allowing her a chance to plead her case. Maybe she won't be erased. Maybe she'll just be stripped of her power. Then she can at least live a bit, but seems like that group is quite reactive from what we've seen of them, so if they try and fight, you'll have to forgive me for taking down your child, but I don't imagine it would go well for them.
Even if you did, my child would just turn to mist, fly back to wherever.
There's no gravity in space to hold things together.
Well, if you brought them to space, then yes, I believe that would be the end of her. So maybe just don't do that with her.
I'll try my best. Glad to see you're growing as a parent, though. Fascinating.
Well, it does prove beneficial when you have people all around doing your bidding. I'm sure you know this. You own an entire land.
But none of them do anything for me. You can, however. In a few days' time, the tale will, there'll be a cosmic event. If you could not have people look or ask questions, or maybe make sure that none of the armies of Taliva are sent there, I would appreciate the distraction.
Sure.
You'll know it when you see it.
A separate threat, if needed. Somewhere far away from there.
I don't need my exit being interrupted.
I will assure that it is not.
And also, watch out for Link. He has far more packs than people believe. He and I met the youth that we fought Orcus with, and I think in about a 5-minute conversation, managed to make a pact with half of them. And who's to say if he went back or not? He's tracking our words far more than anyone caught on to. And so if you're planning to keep him around, just be careful. Because he loves to write down what people say.
Well then, I guess...
And also, Morwen has a vial of your DNA in her lab, so if you want to get rid of that, I got rid of mine, and she was not pleased.
Well, I stole a piece of divinity that she wanted, but I decided that it was best that I had it. So, I figured, here, take my piece of divinity, research it, whatever she needs. There's nothing that she can do to me that I can't get myself out of.
There's a lot that wizards can do when they have a way to control you for but a moment. I think she's the most trustworthy one, though. She wears her intentions on her sleeve.
And perhaps I should give her a piece of divinity. You've given me a lot to think about.
Good. Someone needs to think.
You always knew that this wasn't my strong suit. I'm more of the fight first, ask questions later type.
But if you are to lead, you need to think. And if you are to have a new person commanding your sword, you need to know their intention.
Yeah.
And if your legacy is you become someone else's sword, what will you have to hold on to then? Just thoughts for an emerging demigod. And we'll, very sarcastically applaud for you.
That is something that I won't miss.
Well, you'll be sad when nobody is there to quip. When you finally say something that nobody gives a response to, you will miss the cut down that was always delivered. It will feel empty. And if my legacy is making everyone around me feel empty when I'm gone, honestly, that's a lot of fun for me.
It will feel empty. A vacuum left. It will be hard to replace you, but I will try, and I will keep in contact.
Does your building have any, exterior windows or anything you could see?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has a large one that overlooks the city.
Would point to a star, like way off in the distance, that, what is your passive perception?
Relatively high. 20-something? Here, one sec.
Okay, yeah, high enough. That I think you would see that there's one additional moon in the sky circling that star. You'll know where to find me.
Ah. Nice home.
There's a garden there now, and a farm, and a cow, and a homestead, rebuilt like the one we had the last time.
You must invite me there at least once.
No,
I'd like to see it.
I will not. Inviting a vampire in. Wild concept. If you find a way to visit, I will welcome you. I am not welcoming you to my home.
Fine. Well, I need to go see about a council then.
Best of luck.
As to you?
I think I'm gonna go for a walk.
And a lot's happened since we last had a Ravencourt meeting. It's been about almost 3 weeks. But a lot of shit has happened with each of you differently. And because you guys are ostracizing Vaelith, Morwen has brought you guys to the new Ravencourt location, far to the north of her house, in between volcanoes and snowy mountaintops. And that is where Link arrives to see a variety of maids and servants going in and out of a teleportation circle back to Morwen's house as they're setting up the buffet table for you.
I think you would see as Link pops in and watches as everything goes down. He doesn't really ask the question. He sees table, he sees food being put in place. Gonna take a seat right on down, and then just wait patiently as the first little bits, if there are stuff that's on there. He's just gonna go ahead and start partaking in it.
Oh, there's plenty of food already there. They got there before you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You're usually late.
Which is a first for Link, but he's going to be just start smacking things down. It's going to take a little bit for him to realize, wait a second, why am I the only one here first?
I think after a couple of minutes of you partaking, Morwen walks through the same circle. Oh, you are early. That is a first. Are you feeling okay?
I was just saying the same thing. Why am I...
Well, I am on time. So,
I'm early.
Yes. Hence my concern. I see.
Yeah, I don't have anything for that. I just showed up.
Yeah, you probably sniffed out the food being set up.
More than likely, that might play a part into it. I think it was because I just assumed the time that... Well, actually... There's a lot of assumptions that I made, and I figure, I'm just going to be the last one there as always. It's not going to be no big deal. And, well, apparently I'm not. I should probably do this more often.
Now, that also means Solarian is late. Very not like him. Then again, this is very not like you. So, I suppose today is just a weird day.
Opposite day. I wouldn't get used to this, though. This might just be a fluke.
I have made some progress towards the vials of blood that were left with me. We can find time to talk about that if you're interested. I do not know how much scientific research really interests you. But seeing as you were a part in helping me procure these interesting specimens, I felt like you should have the opportunity to see what I've done so far, if you so wish.
That entire time, Link would have just been like really giddy and wanting to say something, but not interrupting at all until Morwen had finished. Before he's like, "I wish you would have told me this at the end of it, because now I like spoilers. I want to know now, but I will wait. I can wait. Yes, I can wait."
Can you? She looks so very much with all the doubt in the world, just seeing him bounce around. She knows what Link is like when he has too much energy and is excited and gets the zoomies, and is just very glad that we are not meeting inside of her home right now, with her, all of her precious artifacts and decorations.
I promise I can wait until after I have food. Takes a bite out of the nearest thing that's around him.
You do have food. I see. The maid has taken a liking to you. You see, she has prepared some of your favorites. Again.
She is rather nice.
Yes. And she turns and glares essentially at this small line. There are two of them standing to the side. The maid that usually attends Morwen when there are special guests, being the one that Link sees all the time, just sort of looks down, not wanting to meet Morwen's eyes. Morwen sort of gives a small signal, and the maid excuses herself, teleports to the house.
Regardless if she had seen Link, he would have just kind of waved goodbye at her as he takes another bite out of the sandwich I assume he has.
I think at this point is when Solarian enters, teleporting into that teleportation circle that Morwen had told him about. And I think it is immediately flash of light of the teleportation, and he walks out saying, "So, Miasyn is using the power of an Elder Brain and is wearing a mask, hiding who she is."
Most people just say, "Hi, how's it going? Nice to see you all."
I think we're past that. And he pulls out a chair and sits down. Miasyn is becoming a problem. We need to deal with it. Now, before we get to that, I remember my question. Karen. Has Miasyn has Miasyn worked with Vaelith to kill the founder yet? This is not. It's not yet.
Happened. The plan is, and Miasyn has told someone in here that she and Vaelith are planning to kill the founder.
Was that
on
not
the
me?
18th going into the 19th. I think it was at combat plans, and I think you were there.
Right. Okay. So it was Miasyn, when she found out you had gotten me and Verdith to go and try to kill Vaelith, she was like, it was like her, wait, don't kill him yet. We can use him. Right. And that is why we didn't actually go after him when we found out he wasn't in the vampire library. Because Miasyn told us that to stop us. And so you know that she has been in talks with Vaelith, supposedly to have him attack the founder and give us more information about that. But is she telling the truth, honestly? Does Solarian believe her? That's a different thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So we know that because we were there. And then this happened after that. So you finding out more and the fact that she's a filthy liar.
Got it. Okay. So then yeah, I think he would say, she's become a problem and we need to deal with it. Now,
She seems...
That being said, we do have plans with her and what she's supposed to do with a certain someone and the founder. So, that makes things complicated. Yes.
Takes another bite. So, what exactly is the problem here? You just said things and then didn't exactly explain what those things were. So, what's... I need a little bit more why. You're saying the thing, but I need more of the thing.
The entire concept of Miasyn is completely fabricated. To the point where she has made herself seem like an ally to everyone, but instead has been trying to use us for her own gains. So, I say, let's show her what we think of that.
Use us? Well, we all already knew that her powers weren't entirely her own. And while, yes, an elder brain is definitely not something we want here, and we will have to deal with that, Miasyn herself seems, let me put it nicely, not capable of such subterfuge, I don't think.
Now, is it that she was trying to use us, or she was trying to use specific members, some of whom are probably sitting here right now? Because I barely talk with them.
Like a personal vendetta, Solarian.
Yeah. I mean, if it is, just be honest and say it is.
If you think that she's only using me, then I must say that I am surprised at the lack of caution that each of you are using.
Well,
yes.
I mean, I'm only asking this... Forgive me, I don't mean to interrupt. I ask this because it seems like this is the abruptness came very much... Like, if you're using us, so if you are using us in a covert manner, got it, tracking, we're all doing that in some way, shape, or form, that's fair. But if she's more overt about it, then is that the issue?
I believe she sent me to die. I believe she thought that I would die in that battle. I believe that yes, there was this entire plot for her to gather the attention of and the Titans so that she could get what she wanted. So, though it was me she was using, to think that she's not going to do the same for all of you is a heavy underestimation of her. So, as I was saying, she has a mission, something to deal with Vaelith and the Founder. I think that after that is done, we have some words.
Honestly, it struck me as that being a last-ditch effort in an attempt to keep Vaelith alive so that we wouldn't go after him and kill him. I don't know why she would want him alive.
Well, I do think that she wants the Founder dead. So...
Well, if there is some sort of deal struck between the two, I have no privy to it, or else I would very happily share that information with you.
The Elder Brain, though, that does pose a very large problem.
It's like a cockroach. You just don't want that to get out. Spread too much.
Whether Miasyn herself is playing at subterfuge or not, using us or not, I do believe that the brain is something we must take care of regardless of where we stand on her.
Luckily, I know the general area of where it is.
There is a chance, and I am more likely to think that an entity as powerful as an Elder Brain would have an effect on Miasyn's sayings and doings. So it is very probable that all of this is the Elder Brain's work. It takes a very, very strong mind to be able to keep out something like that, especially using its powers as she has.
Miasyn, the Elder Brain, either way, she has a mission to attack the Founder. So, the question is, do we stop her? Or do we do it after?
Her attack on the Founder, or at least the reason she gave us for it, was information gathering. She would set Vaelith against them and find out whatever they could to make it easier for us to take the Founder down. If what you are saying is true, that might or might not be the truth then. And they might be aligned instead of in opposition of each other.
Then before it is.
So, let me put it to you this way. Things are like a game of chess right now. If we move too soon, we could be leaving ourselves open to having the king taken. Or setting ourselves up to be at a disadvantage later on in the game. If she is going to, her and Vaelith are going to do such an attack, well, this is just a pawn moving forward on the chessboard, and we get to see how the other side reacts. I suggest we wait till after to attack the Elder Brain and take care of that situation. That way, we can gather what his abilities are, what his defenses are.
Morwen,
Yes.
can you watch Miasyn during this time? While she battles with the Founder? Does that have a limitation of distance?
I have watched you fight. It does not. They don't even have to be on this plane for me to watch.
Well then. Why don't we go there, watch them, and if anything goes awry, we are right where we need to be to stop it. Because, let's be real, the Founder has plenty of enemies that we can call upon. We don't need her, but it is useful information.
We definitely do not need her now that I have his blood.
Ah, that reminds me. And he pulls out a little bag. I was trying to save this, see if I could find the other half, or another half in general. But I have a proposition. This is divinity. This is the piece that you asked for. All I ask. Make my weapons swing harder.
Do I smell a deal?
A deal, a promise was already made for that piece of divinity. Something that you ignored and backtracked on and paid with your blood. What makes you think I would want another deal from you?
Fine. I'll just keep it then.
Paid with blood. I'm assuming you're here, with you being here, you've won all your battles, yes?
Most of them.
Tell us, Solarian, how did that setup of Miasyn's go?
It was illuminating. Which is why I bring all of this information to each of you.
Which is why you are asking me to help you get stronger.
Was this after I told you to, not to let your hubris get the best of you?
The deal is still on the table, Morwen.
That as a yes.
Fine. Hand over the piece. And I will see what I can do with it.
Do we want to put signatures on this, make this truly official? So that way there is no...
I want Solarian to trust me, as I have very falsely put my trust on him once before. Only one of us reneged on our deal, Solarian, and it was not me.
He just looks at the bag that has the divinity piece in it.
I can help, and you know that. And if I was to stab you, it would not be to your back.
This is true. She will do that.
As far as I'm concerned, we are even, despite my previous transgressions.
You see that she had her mouth half open, probably about to quip at you again. And when you say that, she looks genuinely surprised for a flicker of a moment before she schools her face again and holds her hand out to take it.
He places it in your hand, grabs it, and then just taps. Take good care of it. If you play your cards right, I do know where the other half is.
Very well. And as another sign of good faith for the three of us becoming such close friends, I will let you know what I've been working on as well.
Oh, goody.
Link has been very helpful in brokering some deals between me and the changelings. I'm going to assume you know the founder to be a changeling as well.
Yes, I've heard. I know this.
Their people suffer from a plague and infection, and they want me to help. So I have acquired some blood, managed to acquire some from the founder themselves. And I do believe that if Miasyn ends up not being true to her word, we still have a way to get an edge on him and kill him, whether she helps us or not. It will just take a little bit of time, but I can find something.
And create a toxin or a disease, something stronger. And then, of course, a cure, an antitoxin, something that can save them, something that you can use. Yes?
Something like that. But I agree with Link. We'll wait and see. If she is true to her word, we will find out more that way. And if, upon her meeting with Vaelith and the founder, she betrays us, well then I will have no qualms on striking her down. But
yeah.
Yes, we can watch That will be not a problem at all.
I believe I do have a connection to this person, this Elderbrain. So, if we ever get near it, I will flex that connection.
Again, we're just going to need to play this like chess, not checkers. We're not trying to win right off the bat and be done in like 2 seconds. We all have the ability to realize that we're going to live a lot longer than most, right? We don't need to rush into the winning move. We will get there.
I do not let anybody use me.
That's your own personal vendetta. So I understand where you're coming from. I'm not saying that your feelings aren't valid. What I am saying is take that and use that for the longer game. Focus that for a more satisfying victory. Because if not, you're just going to get the instant gratification, then what? But if you work and let that simmer over time, then when it happens, it will be worth the wait. I've seen this happen once or twice before, Solarian. That's why I said what I said the other day.
Have you ever seen what an elder brain can do to an entire civilization?
It's like I said, it's like a cockroach. You just can't, it'll just infest everything, man.
And I do not suffer vermin in my house. The founder, sure, take our time, find out all of his weaknesses, make sure there is no possibility of him winning, and strike him down when the time is right. I agree with that. But we do need to figure out what Miasyn is thinking and deal with the Elder Brain sooner rather than later. One cockroach before it becomes an infestation.
I agree. 100%. The Elder Brain is like the knight or the rook. It's there, it serves a purpose. With that is a thing we will take at some point. Going to be a lot sooner than taking the queen or the king. And in Miasyn's case, it seems as the way that you are all describing her, it's more like taking a pawn. You can get a pawn. That's easy. But then I have to ask the question: how long has this do we know exactly how long the Elder Brain has been here?
Do we know how long Miasyn's been alive?
Herself. A very, very long time. And that does beg the question, why has the Elder Brain been content just with one body?
Yes.
That is not in their nature.
Because if let's throw the scenario out there, right? The Elder Brain were to have shown up a lot sooner. Let's say within the last 10 years or so. Time is wonky for me than it is for you all. So let's say last 10 years. That's rough, right? Theoretically speaking, from what I've seen, this place should have been infested with mind flayers within the first year or two. Am I wrong?
Not wrong. No.
So, depending on how long Miasyn has been alive, and that Elder Brain has been tied to her, why has this place not been taken away? Why are we even having this conversation?
Right. Even it told me. There was a pact created between them. She's using the people in the north. She's infecting them, using them, stealing their souls, and turning them into batteries.
Okay. So then, if they're just being used as batteries, then there's no need to infest an entire planet with mind flayers if you can just use a certain section as battery over the centuries. So then, again, it's placement of priorities. It's making our list of priorities. What do we want to attack first? And how long do we need to plan for them remaining on the board?
Well, if we are seeking information, this is going to be happening during the Midnight Ball. We know this.
Yes.
She's told us this. Are each of you going?
Yes. I'm never going to say no to a ball. Those are so much fun. So many random things just happen out of nowhere. It's amazing.
Well then.
I will attend as well.
Then why don't we find a nice little corner and just see what happens? And if things go the right way, great. We don't need to do anything, and we'll speak directly to Miasyn about it. Well, if things don't go how we expected, I will know exactly where to go to make sure it hurts.
I have no qualms with that. We can watch together and decide then.
Good. Well then. That was the order of business that I had. Does anyone have anything else?
So we're still continuing this thing, right? Like we're all just going to continue coming by here every so often and hanging out. So is it just going to be the three of us, or we're going to add more people eventually? What's the deal?
Well, some of our comrades are leaving, and business and power create a vacuum. Something, someone will replace it. And I, personally, do think it is in our best interest to monitor them. And the best way to do that is to keep them close. So I propose that whoever takes over these lands when the position empties get an invitation from us, not the founder.
You're here.
Solarian, thoughts?
This is a game of chess. We need to be smart about who we choose and bring to the table, because we are the 3 surviving members of the Ravencourt. I will see to it that that is the case. Which means we need to find people that we can control. I just say this in a way of being careful of who we choose. Yes, the power vacuum will be there and somebody will fill it, but we have the power, the knowledge, and each other to make sure it is a person that we like.
So, to answer your question, Link, I do not think it will be just the 3 of us for long.
We'll make an an amendment to that last bit. Not necessarily somebody we like. It's more somebody that fits a role that we can oversee. Because, see, from what I've observed over my time, the moment you start bringing people that you like, well, then you start creating an echo chamber. And then next thing you know, people really get power hungry, and then things just kind of blow up. I wouldn't do that. I would just say, as long as this person we can agree with, and at least be able to, they are able to pull their own weight within our little group, and is willing to fight us, even if we are the ones that nominated them, then I'm cool with that. It helps with the dynamics.
Sure.
But what do I know? I've been around maybe some millennia of yours, 1 or 2. I don't know. I lose count.
Morwen looks like she wants to argue and say something, and then is like, it's Link. It's fine. Just say yes for now. And yeah, she looks at Solarian and just gives him a very small nod. We'll figure it out, I'm sure.
But like you said earlier, we need to play slow. We need to make sure that the other 2 are taken care of. So, the vacuum of power will deal with itself while we deal with them. That is what we need to focus on now.
It sounds like a fun time.
I don't remember the last time I've been to a ball.
Well, you are free to have as much of the food as you'd like, but
Don't
I
say
will
that.
be...
And then you see his fang just a little bit.
You would notice also that there is a like carafe of quote unquote wine as well.
Oh yeah, he would have clocked that immediately and would have been drinking from it then.
Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's like you can smell it right away, like your favorite food.
Yeah, exactly. I think he would use some of his divine magic to like make sure that it wasn't poison. Because
poisoned?
This was before our little agreement.
That is
so I think
true.
he would have had like the carafe, and like you would have seen some sort of like golden glow, and then he would have poured some wine out.
Honestly, not even a reaction from her. It's so expected. Yeah. I think she would have thought it was weird if you hadn't.
Yeah.
You know?
I think Link would have at least would have heard that, like, your drink's supposed to go in your mouth.
Ah, yes, of course.
I'm so proud of you. You're learning so much today. Does me proud.
Again, I'll leave you to the food. Have as much as you'd like. And I will go back to my research. Solarian, I will let you know if I find anything else on the Founder that I think would be useful before the ball.
Your research, by the way, is this where I get to learn the things?
I suppose. Though I did spill some of the beans already with Solarian here as a show of good faith.
I know, that's why I'm not bouncing off the walls.
Morwen.
Yes?
Would you like to go to the midnight ball with me?
Are you planning on taking your blade with you to the ball?
What answer gives me a yes?
Bring your sword.
I was hoping it was that one. Yes, I will be bringing it.
Then yes.
Good. Shall I meet you here then?
I have to make some arrangements since I will not be attending the fair on my own. But I will let you know.
Good. I'm looking forward to it then. Feel free to have your conversation. I know when I'm not supposed to be privy to certain information. So, with that, I will bid you all adieu. Good luck in whatever it is. And then I will teleport away.
I imagine, like, right before, like, they cut on out, like, Link is going to be like, want you to be his date for the ball.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah. No, it's 100% like Link would just like, he would have the look of just shock and then like happiness before he takes a bite. And then as soon as Solarian leaves, slowly pans over to Morwen and just like says that.
I should have made you leave as well. The blood. It is interesting, to say the least. Some of these changelings are mixed with a slew of other races and other more dangerous bloods. There is one with werewolf. I did not know how Solarian would react, but I am going to use some of his blood to see how they react to vampirism as well.
You looking to do some sort of like mixing between the two? I imagine that they're in conflict with one another, but
necessarily not the werewolf blood, Link, the changeling blood.
Listen, you said that last night, just my mind went there. I'm sorry.
And no, more for, I suppose, actually looking for a cure for these people. Having an entire people be in your debt is something I am not wanting really to pass up. And so I am testing whatever I can. I did find a little bit of how the infection itself works, and I believe I might be able to isolate it and find other uses for it. But I will have to do a little bit more experimentation on it. And unfortunately, as far as the Founder's blood goes, what I told Solarian is about the extent of it. I think I might be able to find something, but I haven't yet. If you have any ideas, let me know. I will probably be locked up in my lab for the foreseeable future, at least until the fair. And I suppose now have to find a dress for the ball.
If I can think of anything, if I stumble upon anything, you will be the first to know. And good luck. I'm sure you both will look phenomenal at the ball. I look forward to seeing how the pieces move on the board.
Chess, indeed.
Miasyn, you received a bat from Vaelith.
A white one.
A white bat. I love it. A nice albino bat. Blended right in with the frozen north.
Exactly.
Of course.
That said he needed to speak with you at Castle Ravencourt, at his abode, to discuss tying up some loose ends.
Miasyn does not arrive on her elk. She simply teleports to wherever Vaelith is.
And where would we find Vaelith at this moment?
Kneeling down next to a grave.
Okay.
And Miasyn approaches Vaelith and this grave and sees her own name on the headstone. Why here?
Why not?
What do you want to talk about?
Well, for starters, why your husband's trying to kill me.
Because he's angry at you?
At me?
Same with Solarian and Morwen. And me.
What did I do?
Well, she looks at the gravestone. You killed me years ago. You've manipulated members of the Ravencourt. You've been cruel to them. And powerful people don't like those who hold power over them. And for Vaelith, well, a bit more personal.
It is personal, isn't it? Everything that occurred in the 2 millennia has been personal. You and I have been close to each other.
I was watching through Vaelith's eyes when they were in the Feywild, in the library. I saw what happened.
Then no explanation is needed then. You know what lies in his heart.
I used to know a bit more than I do now.
And why is that?
He is no longer my husband, and I am no longer the person that he married so many years ago.
Oh, that is such a wonderful discussion, is it not?
If you say so.
Let's talk about it a bit. You say that you are no longer the person that you were. Then what does that say about myself being the person that I am? Does that make me not the person that I will no longer was? You are still you are still present, you are still here. So is it your decision to no longer be the person you were?
Yes. It was my decision. And Miasyn had arrived looking as you are used to her looking in her winter Eladrin form. And at this point, she will drop that, and you will see a form that still holds illusions of winter, still has frost across her face, but the hair is pink, the skin is more purple than blue, and it's not as much of a softness. There's parts of her that are more gaunt, more sharp. The hair is twisted into too many braids. It's winter and it's different.
So you decided that you no longer wanted to be the person you were. Yet I am being persecuted for supposedly making you someone different.
You do not hold any of the credit for who I am. I made my decisions. I decided not to be the person that I was because that person was not as effective as the one who stands before you now. If anything, you helped illustrate that point. But Vaelith was wrong in telling you that you killed his wife. I killed that person.
Yes.
And to say that you are being persecuted for it, I am as well. I'm facing consequences for my actions. You're facing consequences for yours. There's only so long that immortal beings can live before we make people angry. And I believe we are both at points where we are trying our best to set things up so that the people we still care about will be okay when we can no longer protect them.
And that brings me to my point and why we are here. Your past still will be your anchor, as my past is mine. I am here to teach you one last lesson.
It is amusing to me that You have called me to this gravesite to teach me a lesson. It's, I guess, unsurprising to see that you still see yourself as superior to all others. Say your piece, and I will decide if any lesson has been learned.
Superior, no. And that's where the lesson starts. I've never looked at myself as superior than everyone else. You have to understand that there was a knife held to my throat every single day. If I do not put on this facade, then you would have to deal with our friend. And I took all the lashings for everyone in the Ravencourt. You talk about me being superior. I am no superior. I know this. Being immortal doesn't mean shit. You can die here, you can die tomorrow. Doesn't matter. Legacy doesn't matter. You talk about setting up things for the future for the people that you still give a shit about. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. So, when you sit here and you hold yourself in high regard, which I do, and you should, because you damn worth it, and I am proud of the person you are becoming. Taking ownership is something I have always seen in you, and I want you to do better. Time on this earth, or whatever this thing is limited for everyone. So, my lesson here to you is don't let your ego eat itself up. You are growing into someone powerful. I am not stupid. I can see, and he points at you, what you are becoming. But you need to face your past for you to successfully move forward. Because if not, that anchor will always be there. Do you want to look for the rest of your life over your shoulder, or would you rather see a path forward?
You talk as if you think I'm staying here. I am not. There is no home for me here anymore. No reason for me to stay. We discussed sharing the facts of the Forever Court with current court members that would be applicable, that would be ready to take it on, and I have done that. I am leaving this place one way or another, whether I leave it by claiming oral seat as a god, claiming my own godhood, or she destroys me. This is not a world that I will be in for much longer, and I've come to terms with that.
Let's say you are successful in your endeavors. Even gods have mortal lives. You yourself are proving that now. Going after a... what, god?
Yes.
So, you don't think your past
The
will
only...
come back?
You asked if I wanted to be constantly looking over my shoulder or seeing a path forward. The only way that we are not constantly looking over our shoulders is if we are the most powerful people, powerful beings, so that no one who glances over our shoulder could stand a chance. Or we acknowledge that there are more powerful beings than us in the universe who could decide that our time is done, and we accept that.
Have you?
Miasyn thinks for a moment. I see both as possibilities. I certainly know which one I prefer.
Preferences.
I'm fighting for my power.
Go ahead and do it. The preference is one power, one way. That's just a way of thinking. It's not the truth.
Then you know the truth?
No. As I said, I am not arrogant. I am not foolish. I know my time is coming soon. But my question to you is, what are you going to do to make sure that your future, the one you're building, stays forward?
Perhaps you have misunderstood me. I am not building my own future. I've lived far longer life than I was supposed to, and I have had my chance at a future. I am building a future for those that I have wronged, for those that I have hurt, knowing that my own future is not part of their equation.
Again, my question to you is, how are you going to know their future is not something that you set them up for failure?
That's the life I've lived already. If that should happen again, at least I won't be around to keep meddling in their lives beyond it. Or being a god. I'll truly be able to fix, or help, or just keep away.
He's going to look down as you're talking, pick up a flower. And you're going to notice that his hands are bandaged. And then he's going to offer you a flower. You have certainly grown, little one.
What happened to you?
Let's just say arrogance.
She takes the flower. Well, I'm glad you're admitting that. Last we spoke, you mentioned wanting to find your family, and I said that I would help with that. Now I've been preoccupied with my own transformation for quite a while, but that process is complete. So, I still owe you that help.
Well then, what do you have?
I am coming out of a time of isolation. I have not been able to gather much, but if you have nothing information-wise, then I can search out on my own.
I don't have anything for you, Miasyn.
It's not for me, it's for you.
Yes, but I don't have anything. However, there is something curiously happening in a couple places in town. Some crystals are popping up everywhere. Have you heard of anything?
No, if it's not in the frozen north, then my knowledge of it is, at the moment, more limited. But I'm working on expansion.
There's a friend that I owe a favor to.
I didn't know you had friends.
Apparently I do.
What is
They'd
this
like-
favor you owe?
I think we need to look into those crystals in the town and see where they're sprouting from.
And why should I do this?
You're the one that said you're preparing the future for your people.
The frozen north are my people. The people that a younger Miasyn was friends with or married to are my people. I'm not sure these are my people, and I have much that I am working on.
That is a fair conclusion, and I respect that. Let's just say you would owe me, or I would owe you a favor, as we both know what must be done here soon.
Now that I can get behind. I will accept a favor from you in return for this favor of looking into these crystals.
I think that these crystals are one and the same with our problem that we must face.
Right. Well, Founder's Day is coming up on Taliva, and the founder will be there. There is a ball, the Midnight Ball, on December 18th.
I don't got my dancing shoes. That's his act of trying to, like, joke.
You won't need them. I, perhaps, if you do not want to put dancing shoes on, can lure him from the ball to a place that I will set up with my abjuration wards.
I really want to dance.
Then find yourself dancing shoes. Or dance barefoot for all I care. Do you want to kill the founder? Is that what we're doing, or are we planning a dance?
You kind of see him just, like, take off his shoe, and he, like, grabs onto the floor with his bare feet. And you kind of, for a moment, you see that he's lost in thought. And he's just trying to touch the ground. Not something that he would do very often, but you can see he is really trying to, like, feel what the ground feels like.
I think that at seeing that Miasyn is brought back to the walks that Miasyn and Vaelith used to take through the gardens after those Ravencourt meetings when she was a brand new member, and Vaelith would take his shoes off during those walks, and Miasyn would too. And they would take time to touch grass.
Mm-hmm. You can see that he definitely is trying very hard to, like, really feel the grass, but he has no sense of touch anymore.
Vaelith, we are different people now. There are experiences and feelings and aspects of this world that are no longer meant for us, which is why I am leaving.
Yes, I understand. We need to take care of this problem.
Stop putting yourself through the pain of trying to connect with a world that can no longer connect with you. We have grown beyond this world.
There are people in this world that I am still connected to, Miasyn. And I will always try to reach out and connect.
It's not about connecting ourselves to them anymore. It's about making sure that they have the best shot, knowing that we will never be able to connect with them again. But maybe they can connect with each other, with others, with this world.
He's going to wave his hand and wave away an illusion that's been hidden. And there's going to be 2 tombstones that he's going to show you. The names of his wife and daughter. You were in the same graveyard as them, so I considered you as family. The connection has always been there.
Are those graves filled?
They are empty.
3 empty graves. Well, at least in some way you are acknowledging and mourning those you can no longer connect with. I will keep my word and do what I can to help you find your family and ensure that they are safe. But I caution you to be prepared that they will not accept you again. They're used to a version of you that existed a long time ago.
I am prepared.
Good.
It's only been 2.5 millennia. It's a short time, no?
I will say it doesn't feel like it's been long enough. Still many things I hoped to accomplish and did not. But that's not time's fault. That's our own.
Yes. It is time. Slippery little bitch. Time is a mistress that I could never wrap my hands around. No matter how hard I wanted to grasp her. Miasyn, and we can sit here all night, but we both have things to do. So you mentioned a place that you know where we may accomplish this deed, no?
Yes. Do you remember the site in Taliva that the founder set up the first meetings of the Ravencourt?
Unfortunately, yes.
It is abandoned, forgotten, big enough for what we need to accomplish there, small enough that it will be quite easy for me to ward in our favor.
Yes.
And close enough to the site of the Midnight Ball that it will not be difficult to get the founder to.
Oh yes, the ball. I forgot. That's right, my dancing shoes. And he's gonna look at his feet again. Yes. I guess we have to be dressed for the nines that night.
Yes, proper attire will be required.
Right. Proper attire. And he puts his hands up in quotations.
I mean, we've also been breaking the rules of most for many years now. You can show up in whatever you'd like.
Would it be me if I showed up in proper attire?
I mean, you basically walk around your castle with attire that would be suitable for the ball of mortal lives, so I'm sure you'll be just fine.
Yes, that is true. I do like a good pair of silk clothes, but sometimes you need to go in a little more... What's the word? You got to help me. I'm getting old here. I'm 2 years old.
You're older than 1,000.
Look, I stopped counting at 90, okay?
And I think that's why time has evaded us. Because we always thought that we'd have as much as we needed. So it wasn't as precious as it is to those who know it's always limited.
Do you feel thin, Miasyn?
Thin? In what sense?
As if the silk of time has stretched you so far that you are holding on so tight that one little vibration can make you snap.
Time is not what stretched me thin. But I acknowledge that I am at the end of a rope. I acknowledge that I am grasping for solutions. And I will tell you now that the favor I ask of you will very likely be helping me fight a god.
Fight a god makes me feel young again. Who are we fighting now?
Oral.
Shit.
Yes, well, I sent Solarian after her son, Evend, the demigod of Winter's Wrath. I have Vaelith and his circle taking on a titan that has been plaguing the frozen north off the coast of the ancient grove. So measures are in place to weaken her for our encounter, plus much of what I've been doing as I've been secluded has been to make myself and my own assets stronger for the fight.
And when are you planning to do this?
Around Founder's Day, after we have taken care of the Founder.
2 fights in 1 day.
Well, I certainly hope they don't happen within 1 day, but I can't rule out the possibility.
Ay, Miasyn. What am I going to do? 2 fights, 1 day. Of course I'm going to go with you. What are you thinking about? I'm not going to go. Hey, there, 1 little fight, a little bit of Vaelith action, you know. I gotta get dressed up with the nice dancing shoes, and he just starts dancing. Yeah, I can still keep up with the 1s and the 2s. I know how to dance.
I see that. And Miasyn stands and watches, her own shoes still on her feet.
Yes. So you want to face this god on Founder's Day?
I want to face this god. She took a friend from me and is holding her captive. She has held dominion over the frozen north, gained the fealty and devotion of its people through fear of her harshness and wrath. She forgot that winter exists to protect, to blanket the world, to help add quiet to the chaos. And I intend to secure my friend, secure my people, remind her of this fact. Because the reality is, while she has gained devotion of the people of the frozen north through fear, I have gained their love and their prayers and their blessings as their guardian, as their protector. And it's time that I accept all of the love that they have given me and the power that comes with that.
I see, Miasyn. Did you know that there is a language out there that your name means something else?
Tell me.
One day. Today is not that day.
Well, Vaelith, we are running short on our days here, in our days together. So if you do want to tell me, it should be soon.
One day. Patience. Come on now. You want to fight a god and you don't want to wait 1 day. Come on. It'll be fun.
I am no longer one for waiting. I have spent too long waiting for things. But this is not something that necessitates now. So hold your little tidbit if you'd like. I'll see you on the 18th.
Yes, I will see you on the 18th. Okay, one last thing before you go and disappear and do the poof thing, okay? I need you to understand something, Miasyn. Everything you are saying is wonderful. Hopefully, it comes into fruition. But what if everything were to go awry? Then what?
Hello, heroes! Eric here. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Somebody's Heroes. If you did, be sure to follow us over on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts so you don't miss the latest chapter. Got a favorite moment, a fan theory, or just something to say about the episode? We would love to hear from you in the comments. And we hope that you'll join us next Tuesday as we march closer to the fall of Tauliva.